Hello, hello. We're Asha and Vic from North of Tyne CLLD program, and we would like to do this little video for you to show you how output table work and how to fill in your full application section on output for the round 2 of funding. So this video is about ERDF outputs, and the screen you can see at the moment is the additional form that we've designed to help you present your outputs and your quarterly breakdown. So first we thought we'll just explain a bit what we mean by these now output names, and then we'll show you how the form works. So the main output for ERDF is number of enterprises receiving support. That basically means that an enterprise it could be a sole trader or a self-employed person or any type of enterprise, including social enterprise, for example, and they will be receiving support from your project, and you can report them as an output once they've received 12 hours of support from you. And to evidence that, we will require for the business to fill in a registration form, and then you will need to record the support they've received. So you will have some kind of sign-in sheets and wet signatures from the company representatives and from your organizations, from meetings, seminars, workshops, whatever type of support you're providing to that enterprise. The next one is the number of new enterprises receiving support, and it's basically a subset of the first one. So a new enterprise is an enterprise that is 12 months old or younger at the time you kind of first speak to them, before you start supporting them.
I think when we've looked at enterprises as well, because you've asked this question a few times, actually things like charities, social enterprises, KICs, cooperatives, it's any legally existing organisation that has some kind of trading activity would count as an enterprise. So it's perhaps a bit wider than we originally think.
And as a result of your support, hopefully some of those enterprises will have created additional jobs. So we've got this employment increase in supported enterprises output. This one will need to be kind of monitored at 2 points at the beginning of your support. So they will need to tell you how many employees they have, and then after you've finished helping them, they will need to provide you with some evidence, what their current situation is. So if they have an increase in the number of staff and it's linked to the support you've provided them with, you can report this output here. And I think an important thing here is as well that it's not linked to those 12 hours. So you could support some organization for 10 hours and they just don't need anything more from you, and you could still report the employment increase in this enterprise.
Because we would see that as that tailored support that we're looking for. So actually if their support was around improving something to do with their online presence or their finances or their accounting, or actually thinking about how they might recruit somebody, that would fit within that kind of support.
The next two are about supporting people who are thinking about setting up their own business. So it's number of potential entrepreneurs assisted to be enterprise ready, and then we've got 12 hours or more here, and exactly the same thing but with less than 12 hours. So this is about people that you will be supporting in any way. It could be in workshops, it could be one-to-one, to kind of help them explore if setting up a business is a viable option for them, and help, if it is, help them kind of go through that journey. And yes, and the very last one is for capital projects. So it's just square meters of the building that's going to be renovated by your project.
Important one about the capital, a lot of people are quite interested in capital money, but actually for this one it's capital money to invest in a building that then allows you to deliver the enterprise support or the support to entrepreneurs. It's not for other general activity that might be focused on individuals and training and employment opportunities. So unfortunately it is quite specific But it's only ever recorded as square meters. It's the easiest one to record. It's just harder to access.
And then how this form works, we ask you to forecast your output on a quarterly basis. So you just enter whatever you think. Oh, sorry, what happened here? So you enter whatever you think. Yes, here we are, sorry about that. So say you're going to support 9 businesses here, 5 here and 4 there, and then out of these businesses 5 of them will be new, maybe 3 will be new here and 2 will be new here. And then from the enterprise supported you expect maybe 3 new jobs here. Here those jobs are really full-time equivalent jobs, so if part-time jobs could be included here as well. Full-time equivalent is at least 36 hours a week. So if a company is going to create, a part-time job, then you could report it like that, for example, and say 1 here. And then you can see that all those should add up, and you've got a total for your project here. And then once you've done this bit of work, then we would ask you to fill in this section of your full application form. So you've got a table here with outputs, targets for the whole project, and rationale behind the targets. So you take your outputs from here, so you're going to support number of enterprises supported and new enterprises supported, so you just enter that here, number of enterprises supported, number of new enterprises. And then you take the targets from your table. So you said here you're going to support 18 and 10 of them will be new. So you put 18 and 10. And here we kind of expect you to explain how you've come up with those figures. What evidence you have or what experience you have that kind of lets you, allows you to forecast that at 18 and that at 10.
So you're not supporting 28 organisations, so you're just supporting 18?
You're supporting 18 organisations.
Right, not 28. Okay.
Why 20?
Well, I was thinking the 2 added together, but actually the new enterprises are part of the overall number of enterprises.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's easier than I thought then.
And then you would just do it for all the outputs that you're proposing to deliver. You could add your own outputs here if you think that ours don't necessarily reflect what your project will be delivering. So you could add your own outputs here. You're more than welcome to do it.